Let me ask you a question most traders avoid answering. What do you do when a trade goes against you? Not in theory, not in a textbook example. I mean, when you are deep in the money and the expiration is approaching fast and your P&L is bleeding. Do you take the loss? Do you roll the position? And if you do, how far out and at which strike? Because here is what nobody likes to admit. Selling 20 delta puts is really easy in a bull market. That's why you see traders bragging about a 95% win rate. But here is the part that actually matters. What happens in the other 5%? Because if you don't know how to manage these losing trades properly, a single bad position can wipe out months of gains. And most traders never learn this part. That is why I'm building the options trading desk. Inside it, I will not only show you the winning trades, I will show you the trades that go wrong. I record my real positions in real time, why they are losing, and walk you through exactly how I think about adjustments, risk, and damage control, including when I decide to adjust, when I do nothing, and when I decide to close the position. And today I'm going to show you one of those trades. I will walk you through my AMD earnings position that has gone completely against me. I will walk you through the original thesis and the first adjustment I've made. But here is the twist. Since recording that breakdown, I've already made another adjustment, and the follow-up video of my decision-making process is only available inside the options trading desk. The option trading desk is a membership where I publish weekly breakdowns of new positions and live updates on existing trades until they are fully resolved. Everything is archived so you can study these situations whenever suits you, especially when you're under pressure in your own account. I'm still a few weeks away from launch because I want enough binge-worthy content available from day one. If you join the waiting list today using the link in the description, you will not only lock in the early bird price, which is the lowest price this program will ever be, you will also receive an exclusive bonus that I will never ever offer again. And later, I'll be opening up the ability for members to submit their own trades so I can show you exactly how I would manage them. Because if we're being honest, this is what actually separates consistent traders from everyone else. Not the easy wins, but how do you handle trades that go wrong? Now let's get into exactly what happened with my AMD earnings trade and the first adjustment I made.
So I want to walk you through an earnings trade I did on AMD, which I thought was a safe bet, but it's got me into a bit of trouble. So I sold the February 6, 21250 put, which was roughly about 13-14% out of the money. And as you can see here, this option that I sold for an average price of $112 is now down $1,200. Now, I've got 2 days left of this option. Again, the current price of AMD, we'll see in a second, but I think it's around $200. So again, I'm $12.50 in the money on this trade with 2 days to go. Now, AMD can easily reverse, right? Come back up. It doesn't need to come back up that much really, but I want to try to get ahead of this now and plan for what to do when something goes wrong. So something has clearly gone wrong here in terms of not only with AMD, but also in this position. So again, what I plan to do is roll this position down and out and then able to manage it. So before I jumped into this trade, I always thought to myself, if something went wrong, I will look to move this out into the March cycle. And we're going to look at what that looks like and how far I can roll down and out for a credit to, again, pick up more premium in this trade and therefore reduce my cost basis. So what we're going to do, we're going to roll this position. So the things we need to remember is we've collected $112 in premium in this trade so far. Again, it's down 17%, $199.51. That's absolutely crazy, right? And if I go out to March 20th, which is 44 days away, so normally we're looking at the cycle, the March to April cycle, whether that's 45 to 60 days out. So this is 44 days. Again, because I've done this trade with a 3-day expiration, which again has gone against me, I think moving it out to March, I think the market has been tanking. I think we'll get a pullback in the next week or so, and hopefully we can then roll this out further into the April cycle and manage this trade to some sort of a profit. So we can see at the bottom right, it's going to cost me mid price of $14.15 to buy this option back. And I can go down to the $200 strike, which is then going to net me out a net credit of $187 at the mid price. So that is an option to go to and then see what happens from there. Now, the challenge when you've got a deep in the money put like I have with such a short dated expiration, it's quite expensive as to buy this option back and therefore sell it out 44 days out. So I wasn't expecting it to go down 17%, and the earnings were absolutely amazing as well. So, but we are where we are. This is what trading is, right? So we can pick up roughly, and again, it's dropping now as we do this, between like 175, 180 kind of price here to roll this option into the Mars cycle, which isn't a bad place to be. We're pretty much at the money. But again, we have 44 days left. Again, I'll manage this at 21 days, which in where we are currently today, this is going to be at the 27th of February. Again, if AMD continues to drop down, right, it's going to be harder then for me to roll. So what I'm trying to do is explain to you what kind of my thought process is here, that if AMD continues to fall, what I'm going to do is convert this position into a strangle or a straddle, depending on how far it goes down, which I don't know if I can do it here. I can't do that there. So is what I would do is open a call position alongside this and converting into a strangle to generate more premium, which will increase my break even on the put side and therefore allows me to then, when we look to roll this out at the end of February, hopefully I won't need to roll this into a strangle. Hopefully we'll get to a place where AMD's back up into the 200s and I can roll up and out into the April cycle and then push this down into the 190 to the 180s and do that for a credit. And then as time goes on, as it rebounds, I'll be able to make that money back and then close out for a decent amount of profit. So again, we looked at this now. When we started this, it was 185. Now it's 215. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll this position out and then we'll come back and see where we got filled at. So I got filled pretty instantly at the 210. So again, what we've done, we've bought back that option, that February 6th option for a $1,000, $1,200 loss, whatever it is. And then we've rolled out, not only picked up enough premium to cover that loss, but also an additional $210. So as we talked about in the previous section, I collected $112, I think it was. So now what we have here is $322, i.e. a $3.22 break even on this option. So now my break even price is at 197-ish or something like that, right? Or 196.80 something. So what that's done there is a good example of rolling down and out. I'm not out of this trade. A lot of people would like take a loss or wait until Friday, which again is not a bad move. But again, it's the key thing about all of this is realizing where you are in the position and improving that short strike. Yes, you've got some short-term pain here, but the overall market is down. That will eventually sort itself out in the next, hopefully, week or so. And therefore, this put option that we sold for March will start to realize that gain or take an unrealized gain very quickly, which hopefully should be enough for me to get out of this position, hopefully before we need to do the 21 DT roll.